Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very pleased to welcome you to the launch of the new Sauber Formula One car presented by Certina, proud partner of the Swiss Formula One team. I think I could not imagine a better place to do that, because this is the wind tunnel of the Swiss squad in Formula One, and it will be the 21st year in the pinnacle of motorsports, 21 years on top. On behalf of Sauber F1 team, you will experience the unveiling of the new Swiss-made F1 car, the Sauber C32 Ferrari. More infos about the launch will be available on the website www.sauberf1team.com. And now, I wish you on stage, please welcome the team principal of Sauber F1 team, Mrs. Monisha Kaltenborn. Welcome. Mrs. Kaltenborn, just 3 days left, and then the new car will hit the track in Jerez. What's the state of mind?
I'm very excited, but also a little tensed, because a launch like this and then the rollout is a very exciting moment. We're just days away from when the new car, which we have developed over the winter months, will be hitting the track. We'll compare ourselves for the first time with our competitors, so it's very exciting.
Well, last year you have been very successful. There haven't been lots of rule changes. 4 podiums and 6th place in the Constructors' World Championship, even close to 5th. What's the aim for 2013?
The aim's very clear and simple. We want to continue to improve ourselves. And a key factor for this is the car. So the Sauber C32 is based on its predecessor, which was a very competitive car. It had a lot of strengths, a few weaknesses, and the engineers focused on building further on these strengths and eliminating the weaknesses. And I'm confident that the entire team's done a very good job.
Well, for you personally, it's the first time you will attend the launch and also the rollout as a team principal. Of course, it's a big headline in the international media. Is it very exciting for you too?
Absolutely. I mean, it's a new title, which makes a difference. So if you look at the job itself, it's not that much more which has been added on. But the title makes you feel the entire pressure on your own shoulders. There is one major difference, which is that Peter will be watching over my shoulder. And that's a new perspective for both of us. But I do think I'll have a bit more pressure than him.
Well, there are many representatives here of your partners and sponsors for this launch. How important are the partners in these challenging times?
They're extremely important, and I think it's not only valid for a team like ours, but for any team, that without our partners, we wouldn't be there today the way we are. And if you look at the entire economic situation, even at a global level, you must not take such partnerships for granted. We are fortunate that we have many committed and long-term partners, and it's a great pleasure for us to share with them not only a cooperation at a very high technological level, but also share our emotions and our success, which they are a vital part of.
You have long-term partners, but you have an all-new driver lineup. You have Nico Hülkenberg entering his 3rd year in Formula One, and young gun Esteban Gutierrez. What do you expect of them?
We have very high expectations, and both of them know that. I mean, we have 2 young, very fast and talented drivers. As for Nico, we've been watching him last year, and often enough we have felt ourselves how fast he actually can be. We think he's a very efficient driver, which means for us that if he gets the opportunity, he takes it and brings that result home. And with regard to Esteban, we know him for quite a while, and we've tried our best to support his way into Formula One. We think now is the right time, and I'm also confident that he will contribute to the success of the team.
Thank you very much, Monisha Kaltenborn, team principal of Sauber F1 team. And now, please come on stage, Esteban Gutierrez and Nico Hülkenberg. Great expectations based on a strong car last year. Now we are going to the heart of the matter. The unveiling of the Swiss-made 2013 Formula One car, the Sauber C32 Ferrari. Maybe the most visible change, more graphite and very small side pods. I think I haven't seen any side pods of this matter so slim in the other presentations, even at McLaren. Yeah, applause for the new Sauber C32. Well, Nico, do you like your new working tool?
Yeah, it looks good to me. Absolutely perfect. You see the color scheme has changed a bit more gray, a bit darker, but looks good. And now I'm curious to take it out and to see how fast it is.
Esteban, for you it's more exciting even. In 6 weeks you will hit the track in Melbourne for your first Formula One race. What's the pulse?
Yeah, it's true. I mean, as Nico said, it's very exciting to see the car here live. It's the second time. And we have it's very innovative, so I'm really looking forward to test it on track, first on the test and then to race it.
What's the favorite element of the car? Now, first you.
Well, the favorite element I would say is the seat for me, because it's what connects me to the car, so it's a great element.
Side pods?
Yeah, of course the side pods are quite good. We still don't know if it's the best solution, but we will prove it now in the test. We will see if this is proving right on everything.
Nico, you've been driving for Williams first and Force India in 2 years, and now Sauber. How long does it take to get accustomed to a new car?
Well, that depends how well testing goes. Depends on how much experience you've got in Formula One. It's my 3rd year going into the 3rd season, so I've got a few kilometers on my shoulders. More experience always helps, but I think once you're through winter testing and you got a good program behind you, then for Melbourne you should be in the sweet spot.
Esteban, Sauber is taking care a lot of its supporters. Do you appreciate this?
Yes, it is. I think it's a great mentality to have. Of course, the fans, they want to be as close as possible as the whole experience, from the driver's point of view and also from the team's point of view. So this is something that I think it's very special from the team, and it's something to look after.
I don't think especially. Wir möchten hier natürlich auch die Leute hier begrüßen von den Fans, die durch einen Wettbewerb hier den Zugang zum Launch bekommen haben. Nico, winter preparations get along. Did you spend a lot of time in the factory?
Actually, after the end of last season, I've been around quite a bit. So it's a new team. Getting to know the people, the engineers, the people who I really work close with is quite important. But also, the winter training has gone pretty well. The last 2-3 weeks, I've spent a lot of time getting myself in a good shape, and now I'm really excited about this season and this year, and looking forward to start it.
Well, you've been for a couple of days in the factory working and then talking to the engineers and making some filming, and I think, you got to know each other quite well this way in the factory of Hinwil. Just gonna see. Well, Esteban, driving the safety car this way, this looks everything quite fun. You understand each other quite well.
It's quite an exciting way to start the season. No, but of course, we did some fun stuff and as well some serious things with the engineers and everything.
But of course, you cannot be in Formula One without being serious, and you did some very serious stuff as well, right?
Yes, it's always important, those things.
This is still some of the fun stuff. We did a nice Segway racing, which I won. That's why he had to clean up with the safety car. Then we did a very interesting interview in the wind tunnel, as you can see. That was an awesome experience and different kind of interview because we interviewed ourselves. And I think that were not just the normal questions.
We did as well some X Factor, which is we will be showing some clips during the season from different tracks, different preferences of corners of each driver. And it's an interesting thing to share with the fans. Also some cutaway insights from from the half cut of our car. It's an interesting part for the fans to get to know the details in the car, the technology, how everything has to be compromised and put together in the most innovative manner.
Nico, a new team, that's always a new philosophy, of course also a new principle, new engineers, mechanics. How would you describe the Sauber way of Formula One?
Well, it's very precise. It's a good way of working. I've been impressed with many things, and I've really bedded in already with the people, with the team, and it feels good. Feels like home already.
Esteban, what do you think will be the biggest challenge in this oncoming season?
I think the most important challenge in Formula One is to adapt to the whole psychological atmosphere, which you have the media around. Of course, there's certain adaptation to the car, but my most, the challenge that I really want to achieve is to be consistent in a high competitive level. So this is what I'm looking for.
Well, you have been training the interviews with us journalists as well. I think you're doing both very good. And Nico, the expectations of a team, you heard it from Monisha Kaltenborn, are quite big. But you, having led the race in Sao Paulo for quite a long time, I think you have maybe even higher expectations.
Yeah, I think, of anyone here, probably my own expectations are the highest. So that's part of the job, part of Formula One. I'm not worried about that. It's just really an exciting time to start it now, and I'm really looking forward to the start of the season and then finally to be in Melbourne on the grid.
But first, you're going to hit the track in Jerez. What's the special role there? Well,
it's the rollout of the car. This the first couple of runs, sign-off stuff, see that everything runs fine, and then obviously at the later stage you're looking at the competitive stuff and some setup work and details and aero work, and it's just the usual business in winter testing.
But you're both looking forward to 2013, no?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, thank you. Esteban Gutierrez and Nico Hülkenberg, the all-new driver lineup of Sauber F1 team. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the launch of the Sauber C32 Ferrari. I thank you very much for your attention. This launch having been broadcast on the internet. And now we wish, of course, the Sauber F1 team all the best for the oncoming season, maybe even better than last year. 4 podiums, why not more? And of course, the most important for the moment will be Jerez next Tuesday, the rollout of the Sauber C32 in Jerez, Andalusia. Thank you very much.